idea how many yards I had?
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles continue to roll.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. Your little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Now a toss going left. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a back, and they'll indeed keep possession. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones.
Rodgers pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's complete to Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Throwing again. Rodgers.
Rodgers pass.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taken to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 17-yard.
Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't...
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they... And he's in! Touchdown, Eagle! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now a toss going left. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That's complete to Ward.
Rodgers pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. David Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 24-17, your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 39 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
How about that? Their quarterback. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are pouring it on. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. And for those legs as well.